Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Noisy Neighbours podcast. We've had maybe the busiest day in Noisy Neighbours history, where we've got shit tons of transfers. We've got one more to do tonight, and it's back to the blue half of Manchester, a potential Gundogan replacement. Christian, are we ready to talk about Tijjani Reijnders?
Yeah, that's the name, mate. So yeah, we were doing another video actually, and I said to my brother, mate, we're gonna have to stay on, a bit of an emergency. So Fabrizio Romano posted, Manchester City are closing in on Tijjani Reijnders' deal with Milan. Clubs are now in direct contact as processes to complete the agreement is advanced, with Man City optimistic to bring Reijnders to the squad before FIFA Club World Cup. It's all done on the personal terms between Reijnders and Man City. Working on final details, and then here we go. So, yeah, listen, what that means, I'm really happy about this, man. We've spoke about this a few times. He's been heavily linked for a while. I think he's the right guy to come in. For me, I enjoyed Gundogan's period at this club, and he really strikes me as a player that can walk into that City midfield. We're going to be rejuvenated with Rodri coming back in the centre. We've got that anchor back, Mr. Ballon d'Or, and then next to him to have a Gundogan regen. And he's quite. I mean, he is quite different. To be fair, he's a tall boy. I think he's 6 foot plus. He's a powerful midfielder. When he gets into his stride with the ball, he's like a bit of a diesel engine. I think this move makes sense for City, and for the rumoured fee, I think around the 60 million mark. But yeah, Alex, what's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, well, obviously we went to, I'm going to start with this because I'm pretty proud of this. We went to, we was away on a stag do last year in Dusseldorf for the Euros. We went during the round of 16 games. Obviously enjoyed the Bellingham overhead kick while we was there, and then we watched the rest of them on TV and pubs. It was great. It was a good do. And Holland were playing. I don't remember who they were playing, forgive me, but they were in their knockout round of 16 game, which they must have won because we played them in the semis. And we sat there, and obviously with the lads, and I was just watching Holland, looking up, just seeing a few things consistently of Reijnders. Great half turn, technically good passing, creates nice angles. Always tries to play a positive pass, which is important for a number 8, because if you're just sat there and you're just rotating it left to right, it's like, we want to get you through the pitch, and I think he does that really well. And then obviously he's come into this season on the back of the Euros. I do think there was a few little rumours last summer of teams looking at Reijnders, and then nobody really went through with them. I think there was a Prem team. Remember whether it might have been Liverpool. But I'm guessing.
Don't you dare! Don't start again. Good God!
I'm guessing.
Just give me this one.
I'm guessing you have Reijnders. I think he's had a great season for Milan. They don't want to lose him, do they? I mean, looking at his goals, not that he's a goal stat player, but 10 league goals. I mean, that is really Gundogan, because Gundogan was good for a goal. So, you must be happy looking at that.
Mate, I'm very happy. I think if you look at the player profile, we've not really had these powerful runs from midfield. It's something we have lost because obviously De Bruyne was at a point in his career where that could no longer happen, and he had to be very selective on energy outbursts. Now, Reijnders, one thing I have noticed with him is you've obviously brought it up there. His ability outside the box, now accurate he is with his shooting, is just something for us now, because what we find, and I've been saying this for all season really, and even the season before it was starting to happen, City are so congested in and around the box. We've obviously got limited output from the wingers who can't score. So then what we do is we recycle the ball, and we end up with these false inside defenders, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They all stand on the edge of the box. We're penning in a team like Southampton, who, no disrespect to one of the worst Premier League sides we've ever seen, statistically, and we can't break them down. Now, the reason for that is we are very one-dimensional. We either score through Haaland or we don't score at all. We have no other route to market in this department. Yeah. Now, what he does is he brings goals to the game, and not only that, he gives a bit of a different string to our bow, if you like, because teams can't just be like, yeah, let Akanji have it on the edge of the box. Not really asked. Encourage the shot. You don't really want to be encouraging Reijnders to shoot, and that's where I feel like he is a big addition to the squad. He's also going to create space for other players, other creative players. Look, I mean, we did an episode on Cherky. Whoever it is that we're going to bring in that 10 role, presuming Reijnders is coming in as an 8, which we all think he is. I think he overall brings this squad up leaps and bounds. And you'd be surprised what a signing like that can do for a club. I mean, look, we have looked depleted this year. We did just get top 4 over the line. But people forget we have got Rodri coming back. Now, if he's anywhere near close to what he was, Rodri and then Reijnders in next to him, even without anyone else, this changes the club. Make no mistake. Yeah. And it really puts us back in the mix because Rodri is that good. Reijnders, of course, we don't know his level in terms of what he's going to be able to do in the Prem, but we can only judge it off what we've seen. Like Alex said, we saw him for Holland, and he seemed to have a good impact. Overall, mate, I really like this signing, and I think he looks like he'd be good for the Prem as well. You know how some players you just think will suit the Premier League, and he really just gives me that feel.
Yeah, no, he definitely seems like a seamless fit, really, and the bonus with Rodri coming back from the injuries, he's going to feel like 2 new players.
Yeah.
I mean, if Cherky plays 10, it'd be like you've replaced the whole midfield 3, but it needed freshening up. You look at that FA Cup final, as great as they bring De Bruyne and Bernardo in centre mid. I mean, what you can't be doing. You can't be running that shit back. Get out of here with that. You've got like a proper Reijnders is a proper player. It's not square pegs round holes with him in there. It's like I said, very seamless fit, and Rodri is probably more of the mystery just because he's coming back from a serious injury. I think Reijnders it'll just look like he's played in the Prem for years from what I've seen. I mean, I can't guarantee, but he's just such a good player, and I like I said, I really thought he had a good Euros, and I know he didn't really come out of it with much hype, but I think obviously the season he's had did not surprise me because I definitely saw something at the Euros with him. So yeah.
Yeah, as well as that, I think AC Milan, it's quite telling the reaction from their fan base. They really like this guy. They do not want to sell him. They're in a little bit of uproar because, I mean, you've got our sympathy. These, in Serie A especially, they seem to have become, they saw great times in Serie A, names of the past where that was the greatest league to play in at one time.
Yeah, it was.
And now they've become the ultimate feeder. Even they're like, we laugh that they're offloading the shit to us. Which they've done a good job at with my brother's team over there. But they lose top talents, and I'm hoping that this lad is going to be one of them. It's exciting times, and I think this coming in does really help City a lot. I'm not saying it puts us back in the mix totally, because we need more names. For me, we need to strengthen up top as well. I think you need at least one winger plus a Cherky. And look, you're still rolling the dice because we don't know what level these guys are coming in at. But I think it gives us a fighting chance next year. And yeah, I'm excited about this one, man. So I mean, if you look at this, I think he was voted. I don't know if this is official yet. That he's been voted Serie A midfielder of the season. I don't know if that's official. It's over on the internet, so I'm not too sure about the sources. But I mean, for me personally, I saw a lot of debate pages and people comparing McTominay and
nothing right. Yeah, he won best midfielder and he was in team of the season. For me, he looks legitimately like he can come in and perform at a high level. I don't think me and you, Alex, we talk about how much we get pissed off with. We've got to wait to see how good a guy is. Yeah. I don't think we're going to go through that with him. From what I have seen, I think he can come in, and I think he's going to be ready to roll. And we'll see what he's about, man. But so where we're up to with the deal, he's agreed personal terms apparently. So it's looking like it could be imminent, really. So hopefully we get here we go in the next couple of days. And so if that happens, we'll be certainly jumping on again. But it's a big move by City. Liverpool, just fucking stay away, Slot. I want you on home arrest, lad. I don't want you flying out anywhere, cock. Stay in your house. Don't.
Yeah. Oh, God, I know, yeah. Fucking hell, man. But yeah, just give us this one. I actually really like Reijnders. I'm pretty excited about this one. So just give me it.
I think so. were you looking at some minutes that are going to be going around? Do you see struggling now, Bernardo Silva getting any minutes with Cherky and Reijnders coming in? I mean, where is Bernardo going to get minutes in this team? And Nico O'Reilly as well, because if Nori comes in, the left-back shit might be over. Is he going to get any minutes in there for Reijnders or not? And what is your thoughts? Because Kovacic as well, like...
Kovacic, yeah, he's just undergone surgery, but yeah, he'll be probably fighting fit for the next season. No, it's a good question. I think overall, Bernardo, you know my opinions on it, Alex. I think he probably will end up staying. I think that's more due to his contract rather than City's preference to keep him at the football club at this stage. No disrespect. Yeah, I think, look, he will get minutes, I suppose, but it's going to be very much managed. And in terms of, he might get like a cup game where you can sling him on the wing against someone shit. Again, I feel awful speaking like this on one of my favourite ever players, but in grandfather time or father time, whatever the saying is, it catches up with us all, and it seemingly has gone that way with Bernardo quite suddenly. Yeah. So yeah, I think he'll get minutes, but it'll be very limited. I think Reijnders is going to rotate, and plus we've got Gundogan as well. Gundogan's having another year, so I do like that actually. By the way, in a way, Gundogan, I know he's doing his coaching badges and things like that, and I think who better to learn off Reijnders if you're going to take the mantle, listen to everything that guy's got to say. If we are giving him $100,000 a week for another year, at least we can get that out of him. That he can help this transitional page, and yeah. So I think in terms of Nico, did you say Nico O'Reilly?
Yeah, and Gonzalez. I mean, Gonzalez 60 million, Jan. I mean, what was the point?
Gonzalez just seems. I mean, I spoke on him when we signed him, Alex, and I said it was a panic buy, and obviously the club don't align with this, and they say every player that we signed, we've scouted for years. I don't think they did. I really don't think they did. It seemed like we rushed January. There was a load of other names in the mix as well. Like we wanted the Atalanta guy as well, and then all of a sudden, all the noise was about him, and then we move on Gonzalez, and no one really. It was just completely out the blue. Also, we were fannying about for a week, not wanting to pay his clause, and then we just go and pay it. That stinks of panic, for God's sake. Because if you want him, just go and get him. We are release clause FC. We love a fucking release clause because for some reason our board can't. I don't know, out of negotiations. We had this with Koulibaly back in the day. We've done this dance loads of times. So, yeah, I don't know whether that signing was a mistake. I don't know whether... Look, he's going to be a decent enough rotation player for Rodri. Gundogan and Reijnders, I think, will mix a little bit. Nico O'Reilly, I don't know where he comes in because Pep, this is what bothered me. In a season where we lack so much in midfield, and that's his position ultimately, he was stuck out at left back. Ultimately, he did really well there and he shone. And for me, I think he's got to be looked at for a player that needs to get some more minutes. I'm just talking from a Pep point of view. If he's not giving this boy the chance when our midfield looks as bad as it did this season, does he get a chance when we're rejuvenating and pumping money into it? You've got to say, probably not. I mean, yes, he might get a bit of rotation, but not as much as you would hope. So, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think O'Reilly's going to be at City in 2 years' time. I don't know where he'll be.
It's hard to hear, really, because I
don't know where he'll be, but the heavy stacking is he's not going to get any minutes in midfield this year. I will go out on a limb and say that, barring an absolute round 4 Carabao game. I don't even think he'll get any in the Champions League because Kovacic will have to play a bit. I know it's like, well, we want to get minutes, but Bernardo Silva, he loves him. He's going to play him as well. I'd even say Gundogan's going to play more minutes in centre mid. I just don't know where O'Reilly's minutes in centre mid are going to come from. I mean, to your point, we've not even seen him play 1 minute there. Nori is going to come in at left back. And then you've also got Gvardiol, who plays there a little bit as well.
That in turn, that restricts Gvardiol. Look how much we pay for Gvardiol, so he's going to have to get minutes. So the rotation basis at left back will surely be Nori and Gvardiol. Nori hopefully takes the mantle with that one. He'll be first team. It does leave O'Reilly on a little bit of a rock, like you say, Alex. I hope, mate. Look, I hope he has a really good pre-season and we can see some more. If he gets some minutes in midfield, fucking put him there in that shitty Club World Cup. Fucking trial it. Because at the end, I think that's a bit of a golden opportunity because teams are conned into that they actually want to win it. So you can play him against some good opponents and you can see his level. And if he's not good enough at this point, then I'm less bothered. But if he's actually good in there and he can mix with the best, then he puts his name in the hat. Ultimately, if we go there and we just stink it out and play Bernardo and we lose predictably because we haven't got any fucking legs, then it's going to annoy me that I've not seen if this lad can do anything up there. Because like we've just said, if you go round the squad, O'Reilly looks like he's going to be limited to game time. So hopefully, mate, we see some pre-season action and we get a bit more clarification on where he could play and if he could be the answer of another body in midfield. I just think we're a bit too heavy stacked. Hopefully, I know City are open to letting Gundogan go and Bernardo in this window. If we can let one go, I think that helps us quite a lot.
Yeah, there's been just a few mistakes. Gundogan should never have come back. The boy band, when they all get back together, is never as good as it. It's better leaving what was.
Yeah.
He went out scoring 2 goals against fucking soggy bread hands in net in that FA Cup final. And you always have that feeling of, should we just leave it? It's never going to be as good. And it hasn't turned out that way. It's a shame. And now you've obviously at the same time he's come back and Bernardo's legs have fucking fell off as well.
He's just been a bit of a collection of errors, hasn't it? And obviously we signed Núñez, which people have forgot. I mean, he's been playing fullback. He was bought in midfield. He's just now we don't even count him as one anymore. So he's another issue in there. We've got Grealish. We've got a lot of guys who we need to sort out outgoings, which I've not heard much about. Hopefully we can progress things in that area. But look, overall, we came on it for Reijnders. I'm happy about this signing. If my club can get this over the line, I think this does a lot for Man City. I think Rodri coming back, Reijnders next to him. If you get a number 10 in, Cherki comes in at high level. I do believe it transitions this team and we can challenge again. Maybe not for a title in terms of I want to see someone being upgraded on them wing positions. If we upgrade and get a class winger and you get Cherki and Reijnders, we're in the conversation again, man, and it's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's it. I think, for sure, you're going to have to see how it looks. But you've got to take care of certain things, certain holes in the squad. And centre mid, a great man once said, it's like a retirement village in centre mid.
Yes.
For anybody who's watched our content, he's looking at me now on screen.
Yeah, Alex, well, it was. And I hope that I don't have to see too much next year. But it remains to be seen. At least we're going in the right direction at this point.
Yeah. He's 26, so he doesn't qualify for the OAP, the OAP retirement home. Right, I think it's a goodbye. I think we're going to see more of this. And I've got to be honest though. You mentioned the Club World Cup. I thought it was just a complete sham. And now we've not had footy for a week and a half. I'm actually like, when does it start?
Mate, I'm the fucking same. I've been doing the same shithousery as you. I'm already counting down. Fuck's sake.
When is game 1? It's like a World Cup to me now.
Yeah. We'll be doing a 30-minute countdown to kick off.
I know, Opening ceremony. Okay.
Oh, I bet there will be one as well.
I can't wait to see my little front three of pre-season as well. Right. That's it. We have got, I think it's in a month, innit? So we have got that to look forward to.
That's it.
The old Club World Cup. Maybe 3 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks. I'm not sure game 1, but we'll check it out. Okay. Tijjani Reijnders looks like it's going to be a done deal. I'm expecting we're going to get that here we go soon from Fabrizio. And on to the next. Right, Christian, thanks a lot.
Cheers, bro.
Episodes tonight. Appreciate it. It's been fun talking through it with you, and I hope everyone's enjoyed it. If you have, drop a like, subscribe. Let us know what you think of Reijnders and what it means for some of the City players. And can you reduce this squad to Pep's liking? Because he wants a small squad, and at the minute, it's the biggest squad on the planet.
Exactly. That's it.
Okay. Cheers, Christian. And we'll see you next time. Laters.